and welcome to our news at this hour. I'm your host Rika Roy. Our top story is about the spread of this new virus. 2 persons have died of influenza caused by the H3N2 virus. One in Haryana and the other in Karnataka. An 82-year-old man in Karnataka's Hassan is believed to be the first to die of H3N2 in the country. Hiregoda was admitted to hospital on February the 24th and died on 1st of March. He was reportedly a diabetic and suffered from hypertension. The Haryana patient was a 56-year-old lung cancer patient who had tested positive for H3N2 in January but died on Wednesday. The Union Health Ministry is keeping a close watch on the seasonal influenza situation and tracking morbidity and mortality due to the H3N2. The ministry has also said cases are expected to decline by March end. My colleague Shrirupa Goswami has more.
Well, thank you, Rika. The H3N2 virus is actually called the Hong Kong flu, and it's a type of influenza virus that can cause respiratory illness in humans and can lead to hospitalization. Well, the symptoms that you have to look out for are chills, coughing, fever, nausea, vomiting, throat ache, sore throat, and body muscle ache, diarrhea. Some people are actually experiencing diarrhea, sneezing and runny nose. Well, how does the H3N2 virus or the flu, how is it different from the regular flu or COVID-19? So unlike a regular flu or the COVID-19, the fever in the H3N2 flu goes away in 2-3 days. But doctors say that the cough and congestion persists for over 2 weeks. With people with respiratory issues such as asthma are being hospitalized and they need more treatment and more time to recover from this virus. H3N2 influenza has been detected or can be detected only after specific testing. Elderlies with those with comorbidities are the most high risk patients. Apart from that, the do's and don'ts that one needs to focus on. Firstly, wash your hands. If you're symptomatic, keep the mask up. Take plenty of fluids. Cover your mouth and nose while coughing and sneezing. Avoid touching your eyes and nose after shaking hands with people. Take paracetamol in case you have fever. When the don'ts that you have to take care of, don't shake hands. Don't be at huge gatherings. Avoid taking antibiotics without prescription because most of the people are developing resistance against antibiotics. So it is something that was suggested by the IMA. Over to you, Rika.
Thank you very much, Shrirupa. So once again, it will be all about prevention, more about prevention than cure. Switching tracks, Aam Aadmi Party leader Manish Sisodia has been sent to the Enforcement Directorate's custody for 7 days in the Delhi liquor policy case. The central agency had sought at least 10 days to question the former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister over alleged money laundering in framing the liquor policy, which was later scrapped. This as Telangana legislator and CM KCR's daughter K. Kavita held a hunger strike in Delhi for the Women's Bill. A day before, she is going to be questioned by the ED in the same case.
After the CBI, former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia will now be in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate for a week. A Delhi court has ordered after the agency sought 10 days custody to unearth what it called the larger conspiracy in the Delhi liquor policy case. In court, the Enforcement Directorate said that the Delhi liquor policy was tweaked to help South Group companies, adding that the calling of opinion on the policy by the Aam Aadmi Party government was an eyewash. The Enforcement Directorate also said that Manish Sisodia diluted the liquor policy without any consultation. It also said that the Aam Aadmi Party leaders received 100 crore rupees as advance kickbacks. Manish Sisodia's lawyer, however, countered the agency in court, saying that the Delhi Lieutenant Governor must be questioned too. Sisodia's lawyer said that it's become a fashion for agencies to take arrest as right.
ED plans to confront Manish Sisodia with both his former secretary and then excise commissioner, as both of them have given a statement that it was Manish Sisodia who tweaked the policy to favour the South Group. Also, sources say in total 7 individuals have been summoned for questioning by the agency in the next 7 days. That also includes BRS leader Kavita.
The ED custody of Sisodia comes just hours before another high-profile questioning in the same case. Telangana Chief Minister KCR's daughter and BRS leader K. Kavita led this protest in Delhi for women's reservation before her Saturday appearance in front of the Enforcement Directorate for questioning in the liquor policy case. On the South connection to the liquor policy case, the ED said that there is a political understanding between top Aam Aadmi Party leaders and BRS leader K. Kavita. Kavita is the daughter of Telangana Chief Minister KCR. As per the Enforcement Directorate, Kavita's ex-aide had access to confidential Delhi government reports. Kavita's Delhi protest was attended by a host of opposition leaders.
Whether opposition unity is a possibility or a pipe dream remains to be seen. But the fact is that ED-CBI heat is what is bringing these opposition leaders together. In the run-up to 2024 and in a crucial election year, how are these opposition leaders going to present themselves as a suitable alternative when it's becoming increasingly difficult for them to wriggle out of corruption charges? With Umar Sudhir in Hyderabad and camera person Ashok Mahale, Vedant for NDTV.
Now, the Enforcement Directorate meanwhile arrested TMC leader Shantanu Banerjee on the alleged recruitment scam money laundering case. Sadanand Kadam, a businessman in the Dapoli property money laundering case, reportedly former associate of Maharashtra Minister Anil Parab, has also been arrested. ED conducted a search at his residence earlier today. The Environment Ministry had earlier filed a case against Parab and others for deceiving and causing loss to the state government of Maharashtra. Several teams of firefighters are still battling massive smoke that has engulfed a solid waste management plant in Kerala's Kochi. The fire was put out on the second day, but thick black smoke has been lingering around for a week. It has blanketed the area. At least 30 teams of firefighters and Navy choppers are involved in trying to put out the fire, which has ignited large mounds of garbage, including plastic, metal, and rubber, releasing toxic smoke.
Toxic fumes coming out of this 100-acre garbage dump yard on the outskirts of Kerala's Kochi city for 8 straight days now have forced Vion, an engineering student at a college close to this dumping ground, to return to his hometown Thrissur, 80 kilometers away.
On Tuesday morning, the situation had improved from last night, but again by 11 p.m, smoke had blanketed the entire campus and we literally found ourselves breathing smoke throughout the entire night.
A similar story 2 kilometers away at Cochin's IT hub Kakanad. Entrepreneur Nipu Cherian's wife Donna has moved to Wayanad 250 kilometers away to escape the cocktail of plastic, rubber and metal.
Consequence is that a certain percentage of population of Kochi will turn into cancer patients in the next 5 years.
At this women's hostel 1.5 kilometers away from the dump yard, Anjali and Nauren, both engineering students, say the stench is a 24/7 nightmare, apart from the health risk.
My parents told me to come home because they are afraid of the smoke. So
Leaving?
yeah, I'm leaving.
Although the inferno has been contained, people in this vicinity breathe toxic fumes 24/7. Health experts say the impact on health will be clear only much later. Doctors and health experts say the fumes can cause cancer, kidney ailments, infertility and lung disease.
It may also have some impact on the brain, including some slowness of thought or irritability or those things. And the long-term effects are something that we previously mentioned, including cancer.
Even after 8 days, the state government is yet to get scientific data on the toxicity levels. Its only advisory: wear mask and stay indoors if required.
Now no serious cases are not reported up to now, but all system is functioning. Our health minister is personally monitoring all these things.
While toxic fumes are billowing for the 8th day, Cochin is literally gasping for breath amid fears of irreparable health damages. Well, authorities are clueless about the health impact. The big question, will someone be held accountable? At the Brahmapuram dumping yard in Cochin with SP Babu, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
Switching tracks to some other news now, a Muslim man in Bihar's Siwan district died at a hospital after a mob brutally thrashed him on the suspicion that he was carrying beef. 56-year-old Nasim Qureshi, a resident of Hasanpur village, and his nephew Firoz Ahmed Qureshi were on their way to meet some acquaintances when the mob allegedly intercepted them at Jogia village, about 110 km northeast of Patna, and assaulted them.
Grief, disbelief and anger at the home of 56-year-old Nasim Qureshi in Bihar's Siwan district, a day after he was lynched by a mob on the suspicion of carrying beef. The police said Nasim and his nephew Firoz, who managed to escape, were caught by villagers allegedly led by the Pradhan or village head near a mosque and hit with wooden sticks when they were on their way to meet some acquaintances. The police say the mob themselves handed over Mr. Qureshi to the police, after which he was rushed to a hospital but died during treatment.
दोनों आदमी साथ में जा रहे थे, चाचा और हम गाड़ियों पे थे, वो चला रहे थे, हम बैठे थे, ठीक है। उसके बाद से वो अवल इज्जत तक जीते हुए हैं थी से सरपंच जी दूर से देखे जब इनको तो कर रहे हैं कि आ रहा है, उसको धरो, उसको मारो साले, कोई ऑर्डर दिए, अगर हम बुझ गए, देखे डंडा उल्टा हाथ में, कूद कर हम भाग चले, उनको आदमी दौड़ाया, हम निकल गए आगे, इनको धो लिया, सब इनको लगा से मारने।
इसमें 5 नामजद व्यक्तियों पर FIR हुई है, जिसमें 3 को पुलिस ने गिरफ्तार करके जेल भेज दिया गया। एक वहां पर जो है सुशील सिंह सरपंच बताया जा रहा है, बाकी लोगों पर हम कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं जैसा आपको बताया, और शीघ्र ही हम इसमें आरोप पर समर्पित करेंगे।
The police are on the hunt for 2 more men who were also named in the complaint in the case. They are still investigating if the victims were carrying beef. With Manish Kumar and Habib Ali, Bureau Report, NDTV.
News from Rajasthan now. The BJP and the Congress are now facing off in Rajasthan over a protest dharna of Pulwama widows that was forcibly ended by the police late last night. A BJP leader was held for instigating the protests. Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot accused Kirori Lal Meena of using the widows for political gains. He said most of the demands were agreed to. Harsha Kumari Singh reports.
A protest by 3 women whose husbands were martyred in the Pulwama attack, now a political flashpoint in Rajasthan. The dharna forcibly removed by the police. BJP Rajya Sabha MP Dr. Kirori Lal Meena's supporters detained. And the MP himself stopped en route to one of the homes of the soldiers, now admitted in hospital after he was injured in a scuffle with the police.
सबसे बड़ी बात है कि मुख्यमंत्री जी मिलने को भी तैयार नहीं है। वो अब कानून की गुहार लगा रहे हैं, समझा रहे हैं सबको। रक्षा मंत्री जी ने, केंद्र के रक्षा मंत्री जी ने उनको फोन करके आग्रह कर दिया है कि आप मिलिए, परिवारों से मिल लीजिए, लेकिन नहीं।
The widows of the CRPF men who died in Pulwama were demanding jobs for relatives. In one case, the widening of a road outside their home, the installation of a soldier statue and the naming of a government school after one of the soldiers who died in Pulwama. The Rajasthan government had agreed to most of these demands except one, where the Chief Minister questioned whether it would be correct to take away the rights of a minor child and give the job to a relative instead. As jobs, he said, are kept secure for children of soldiers killed in action till those children become adults. Dr. Kirori Lal refused to accept the Chief Minister's contention, demanding that the CM meet the widows and give a written assurance. But now, with the sit-in forcibly lifted, it's headed for a political clash. with the BJP calling for a statewide protest on the issue. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.